Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Time is of the essence. The most important task for the Xianzhou Luofu is suppressing the Stellaron. General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights. He would have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people... it's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
Hey, whose side are you on? I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Look, there's someone over there. Here! There are still survivors here!
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Hurry! Leave here!
Targets detected.
I can't control myself anymore!
Time to settle your accounts.
Naughty children, savor the vigor of life.
Lance at the ready. To the finish!
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Not a scratch.
You're in bad shape.
Indestructible.
Commencing support. Oh!
Time to settle your account. Receive divinity. That which is seized must be repaid.
Naughty children, nap time.
Fracture!
The lives of short-lived species are so fleeting and brief. Why seek death?
Blaze. Flaming lance! Forward!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Time to settle your accounts.
That'll take more than savor the vigor of life.
I'm on guard.
We have the upper hand. Inputting commands. Whoa!
Not a scratch.
Eternal sleep is not the dead will return!
You're in bad shape.
Enough. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better. Pity you chose this.
Nap time.
Lance at the ready. To the finish!
Abyss flower, bloom.
Thanks for the support. We have the upper hand. I'll contain them.
Allow me to see you off. Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Savor the vigor of life.
I'm on guard.
Enough.
I'm okay.
Nothing major. Abyss flower, bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
Receive divinity. Pity you chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Not even nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingyuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
Abyss flower, bloom. Eternal sleep is not the dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
Savor the vigor of life.
We have the upper hand. Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Nothing major. Time to settle your accounts.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Not a scratch.
Time for a shot. All better now?
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Receive divinity.
We have the upper hand. This, that...
Allow me to see you all.
You're in bad shape. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Abyss flower, bloom. That which is seized must be repaid.
Not even nap time.
Time to go on the offensive.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go! The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner...
Enemy targets detected. Oh!
Time to settle your accounts.
You're in bad shape.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Commencing support. I'll contain them.
Not nap time.
Pressure!
Inputting commands. Whoa! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Time to settle your accounts.
You're in bad shape. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support.
I'm on guard. To the finish!
Ready for another?
Pity, you chose the wrong end.
Nap time.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Will of preservation!
Nothing major.
Enemy targets detected. Oh!
Naughty, favor the vigor.
Not a scratch.
Receive divinity.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Time to go on the offensive.
I'll contain them.
Not a scratch.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Thanks for the support.
That which is seized must be repaid. I feel
Lance at the
better.
ready.
Commencing support. This happened.
Time to settle your accounts.
Time for a snap time.
Time to go on the offensive. Fracture!
Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
I'm okay. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Favor the vigor.
I'm on guard. Ha! Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Enough.
Will of preservation!
Let's wait and see.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesized your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. Then, after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another. Curse it. What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species, yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundance. So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance, gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, the altered flesh. But that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befall era. You've seen the fantastic creatures that fought with us. They are only minor gifts of the ambrosial arbor.
Shut it, rambling rodent. The Cloud Knights will root all of you out soon.
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus to eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence, a life of true freedom. I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it? I can help you.
Don't listen. His words are poison.
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough times. It's making me a little nervous. Are you ready?
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. I was merely being courteous. According to my divination, you've hardly been here long.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jing Yuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Evenest Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Wait, Miss Tingyun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Is that...
You're in bad shape.
I'm on guard. To the finish!
We have the upper hand. Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Savor the vigor of it.
Time to go on the offensive.
Commencing support. Inputting commands. Whoa!
Pity, you chose the wrong answer.
Time for a snap time.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I'll be more careful. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support. Enemy targets detected. This, that, and...
I'm okay.
Allow me to see you up.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
I feel much better.
We have the upper hand. Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Receive divinity.
I'll be more careful.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Time for a savor the vigor of life. I'm okay.
Eternal sleep is not... The dead will return!
Time to go on the offensive.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for...
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Will of preservation!
Turn it off! Why did you turn it on?
Let's wait and see.
For the Divine.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Enemy targets detect. Inputting commands. Whoa!
Time to settle your account.
Naughty children nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Nothing major.
Commencing support. Oh!
You're in bad shape.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! have the upper hand. This happened.
Time to settle your... Eternal sleep is... The dead will return!
Naughty children, savor the vigor of that.
I'm on guard. Fracture!
Inputting commands. Whoa.
Receive divinity.
Nice teamwork.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Enough. The combat report will be ready soon.
Yay, we did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Danju. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended. Nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Time for good old counterattack. Enough.
Time to settle your accounts.
You're in bad shape.
Time to go on the offensive.
Nothing major.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Inputting commands. Whoa.
Eternal sleep is the dead will return! Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Savor the vigor of life.
Lance at the ready.
I'm okay. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack! We have the upper hand. This happened.
Time to settle your
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Thanks for the support.
I'm on guard.
Enemy target ready for another?
Pity, you chose the...
Nap time.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call. Of the Arbor!
Commencing support. Inputting commands. Whoa!
Allow me to see you off.
You're in bad shape.
Lance at the ready.
Vines and things!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better.
Of immortality!
I'll contain them.
Abyss flower, bloom. Pity, you chose the wrong...
Savor the vigor of it.
To the finish! Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Death in arrogance, lie.
Oh! Inputting commands. Whoa! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Allow me to see you off. Abyss flower, bloom.
I'll be more careful.
Receive divinity.
Nice teamwork.
Here comes the medicine.
I feel much better.
Lance at the ready.
Vines and veins! Reaper!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support. Oh!
Entangle! To my heart's content!
You're in bad shape.
Defend the weak. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Time to settle your accounts. Abyss flower, bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Time for a shot.
Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Grasp of nature! Death in arrogance, lie.
Pity, you chose the wrong.
Nap time.
Ready for another?
Indestructible.
Punishment of the Alpha! Vines and veins!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Savor the vigor of it.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Grasp of nature! Mastery of immortality!
I'm okay.
I'm on guard.
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Our roots run deep!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
To my heart's content!
Enemy targets this. That. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Naughty, you're in bad shape.
Lance at the
Abyss flower, bloom.
Your lifespan ends here! Vines and veins!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support. Commencing support. Oh!
That'll take. Savor the vigor of it.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Allow me to see you off.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better.
This happened.
Time for. You're in bad.
Reaper!
Lance at the ready.
Enemy targets to Commencing this happened.
Abyss flower, bloom.
Punishment of the Avalanche! Vines and flames!
I'm okay. You're in bad shape.
I'm on guard.
Enemy inputting commands. Whoa!
Receive divinity.
I'll be more careful.
Eternal sleep is not. The dead will return!
Grasp of nature! Ecstasy of immortality!
Nap time.
Commencing this happened.
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction. Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure.
I have come with a single purpose.
Time for good
To
old
set in
counter.
motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Ting Yun, the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
Naughty children, you're in bad shape.
We have the upper hand. Oh!
Pity, you chose the Abyss flower, bloom.
I'll be more careful. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better. Nothing major.
Nap time.
Time to go on the offensive. Defend the weak. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
We have the upper hand. This enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time to settle your accounts.
Savor the vigor of life.
I'm on guard.
Oh!
Allow me to see you off. Receive divinity.
I'll be more careful.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Time nap time.
Lance at the red.
Commencing support. This
Not a scratch.
Naughty, you're in bad shape.
enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep is the dead will return.
I'll contain them.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Time savor the vigor of life.
Inputting commands. Whoa.
Pity, you chose.
Not a scratch.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Enough.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the sea. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain me.
Lance at the ready.
This
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
I'll be more careful.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Time for a shot. All better now?
Thanks for the support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Fracture! Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I feel much better.
Naughty children nap time.
I'm on guard.
Commencing support. Oh!
Allow me to see you off. Abyss flower, bloom.
Nice teamwork.
Savor the vigor of it.
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Lance at the ready.
Receive divinity.
Nice teamwork.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Enemy target is bad. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Not a scratch. I'm on guard. Defend the weak. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support.
Nap time.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Fracture!
Nap time.
Inputting commands. Whoa!
Pity, you chose the...
Lance at the ready. Indestructible.
You're in bad shape.
Commencing I'll contain them. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Nice. Teamwork. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support. This, that, and... Enemy inputting commands. Whoa!
Naughty, savor the vigor of it.
Time to settle your account.
Oh! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for nap time.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Commencing support. Inputting commands. Whoa!
All better now?
Nice teamwork.
Enemy targets detected. Oh!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Savor the vigor.
Inputting commands. Whoa! Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Indestructible. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
You're in bad shape.
Allow me to see you.
Commencing support. This, that, and...
Nap time.
Pity. You chose the...
Enemy targets detect. Inputting commands. Whoa!
I'm okay.
Abyss flower, bloom.
I'll be more careful. Savor the vigor.
Allow me to see you off. Eternal sleep is not... The dead will return! That which is seized must be repaid.
We have enough.
Lance at the ready.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Fracture!
Nap time.
Ready for another?
I'm on guard.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, It does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Ta-da! Another one off the to-do list.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Ting Yun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Ting Yun. As for the Ting Yun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap. It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara, supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
This is... Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information. I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain Cloud Hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, Cloud Hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
They say that you are Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past?
You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I've no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy. I'll descend you.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Jing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-lived species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Law Fu. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The dragon transmutation inheritance was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper. Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon. Quick! Let's go.
What about this?
A foregone. Was that it?
Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing Dragon. Rise!
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
I told ya I could
Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon.
What about this? Rules are made to be broken!
Here is thunder! Time for the Mastered Radiant Spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Watch this!
Heaven's Surge. Cloudberry Dragon. Rise!
This is our chance.
Yeah!
Follow my charge.
My turn.
Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon. Quake!
Jingyuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the